Hello one and all, I'm EkkiThump and this is Let's Play Osiris New Dawn. Just to note, the video you're about to watch was recorded just after the Osiris patch 1.122 finished applying on my machine, and it was recorded without patch notes because I couldn't find them. They're not on the Steam news page or the Steam forum at the time of recording this. They are available, in fact, on the Osiris title screen under News. So you go here, multiplayer, single player options, news, and the patch notes for May 29th, which is today, are there. There have been a few major changes. Proteus II has been, it's been retextured, re-landscaped a little bit, so people's bases have been buried or thrown up into the air, as always happens when they do these kind of things, because the save files don't get updated accordingly. Our base thankfully survived. They have apparently fixed a few issues that have affected us in this Let's Play. For example, so they say you don't get stuck on top of the vehicles in the mine anymore. So that thing that happened when we went into Mine 1B and got insta-jibbed by jumping on top of that mining rover shouldn't happen anymore. They've fixed a few clipping issues, which I think means that gnats won't glitch through the doors anymore. They'll actually have to come through the doorway. You remember in the egg room. And they also said they've turned Queen Cleo respawning off. So if you go into Mine 1A from now on, you'll be able to loot Queen Cleo's room of all the lovely resource nodes that are scattered around in there. And they said things like, one thing they have said, they've removed Azurnium from the meteors that strike on Proteus. As far as I can see, that makes the meteors worthless now, because the only other things they gave are just like base metal materials and very small amounts of them. They've said they've put Azurnium into the low orbit meteors. I wasn't actually aware you could do those, and I have tried to spacewalk. I tried slowing the spaceship down to 0 and it wouldn't let me hop out and spacewalk, so I don't know how you're supposed to get those, but we'll have a go in a future Let's Play and a future episode of this Let's Play, and we'll see if we can extract that. And one thing they didn't mention in the patch notes was that when I was playing the game, I noticed the consumption of food and water and flashlight batteries seems to have been very, very heavily increased, to the point where it was almost difficult for me to actually go around and check out what had changed, because I was constantly having to chase like sap or like get alien meat or something like that. That's not noted in the patch notes at all, but I'm quite certain they've changed that. But play it yourself, see what you think, and let's cut to the main video. Hello one and all, I'm EkkiThump and welcome back to Let's Play Osiris New Dawn. It's surprise patch day. They've just suddenly unleashed a new build of the game on us. No warning, no patch notes interestingly. But I've immediately noticed at least one change, because I'm pretty sure this enormous rock wasn't here yesterday. So that's something new, I guess. They've just missed us. I don't want to say they've deliberately positioned this so that it didn't overwrite my base, but it kind of gives you that impression, doesn't it? Holy shit. Yeah, so anyway, they've redone the map. A lot of people are saying that they've have placed stuff that's been overwritten. Some poor sod had a hover bike, which is underneath one of the new rocks that's been placed down. As I say, no patch notes, which is a bit weird, so I'm having to kind of guess what they've done. One thing I have noticed is that the jetpack seems to have been changed a little bit. See that ridge over there isn't... Well, that ridge may not be new, but I'm pretty sure that big rock wasn't there either. But yeah, the jetpack seems to have been tweaked a little bit, so it gives you more propulsion upwards, but it drains more hover fuel in one go. And it seems to, well, I don't know if it recharges slower. I never really paid attention, but it certainly feels like it does. What else have they done? Someone said, I was just reading the discussions that are going on the Osiris forum, that they've added more use for ingots. I'm not quite sure what that implies. So I'm just trying to work out if like any of the stuff that used to take raw metal's been converted to require raw ingots. Alright, well I know one thing they were planning on doing is changing the north, like that half of the Proteus II landmass a bit, because it was all the useful stuff was very much concentrated on this end. Despite that momentary hiccup of lag there, it does feel like they've adjusted things a bit. They've optimized things a bit rather, so it seems to be a lot less lag around the base. What the fuck is going on with that? I've just noticed that the ship texture looks really, really bad now. Like, really bad. Oh my god. What have they done here? Hold on. Let me get some nutrients.
Nutritional balance achieved.
I don't know if they've remodeled the spaceship or what. Is there a new spaceship model? Is there some... There's no graphics set in there that could be causing that. Let's have a look how the spaceship looks when we make it in the lab. It does look it looks a little bit different in here as well, if I'm honest. It looks a bit dirtier and a bit older, which I'm all in favour of. It does. It's rather nice to have these kind of beat up textures. Let's see, the spaceship. No, the new spaceship does this as well. What the hell? Yeah, that is not impressive. Look at that texture. I'm not sure if you're seeing that on YouTube, like in the little view. Hopefully it'll render just how bad that is in HD. But it's all covered in fingerprints. Ugh, I don't know.
Can finally breathe easy.
What else? Where are those oxygen nodes? One thing I did note was a bit of a glitch with the position of the geysers. Let me see if I can go and find those. Yeah, here. It looks like they've scooped away a bit of the land here. And they've not moved the nodules down. In fact, yeah, they must have done, because this beacon is now floating. I actually think it's in terms of the shape of the landscape, it's actually a pretty nice change they've done here. I'm sure you didn't have a clear view over to that big, I don't know what it's supposed to be, some kind of runic tower. They just need to fix the position on these. I'm pretty sure they still work. I don't have a barrel on me to check. But yeah, so these nitrogen geysers are now floating. And that beacon's floating. I'm probably going to have to rebuild that myself. So, let's take a tour of the few sites we do know on Proteus and just see if they've made any changes in those sorts of areas. Someone also said they'd found lava on Proteus now, so we'll go and see if we can find that from the air as well. Tell you what though, before we go, I should cook more meat. Because I've just used the last of my alien meat. 2 meat. Okay, well that'll hold starvation at bay till we get a chance to find some more stuff to cook. This turret is... well, it's... we'll worry about that later. We're going on tour now. So I guess most importantly, let's go and see if the hydrogen is still where it was. I will say they do. Oh, the texture on the ship is actually alright once you're in the air. Yeah, it's alright now. What the fuck? Oh, look at that. Look. Oh, hold on a minute. Before we go anywhere. It looks like they've added some extra lakes. I wonder if these are still placeholders. Let's have a quick dip in here. And there's tumbos. What the Yeah, this isn't actually liquid yet, is it? This is just... It's still just a placeholder, but they have changed around some of the lakes. Where was... Shit, I bet it's... Where do I want to go? Back towards the colony. I want to see if the site that we used as our base camp on day one, if that's changed. Because we had Baldrick's old refinery and a flag and a bunch of stuff there.
Fair dehydration.
Ah, here. It has been... Yeah, it's been slightly re-sculpted around here. So, that used to be sitting on the surface. It's now slightly buried. So, yeah, they've changed the map around here a little bit. I think they've made that hill a bit taller. Looks like they've generally gone for making the terrain at this end of the map a bit more rugged. Alright, let's go back to the ship then. Okay, so they've added tumbos to this area, we know that. They've added some lakes. I'm not quite sure why they've done that, but they must be planning to do something with the lakes if they keep adding them in. They have definitely improved some of the lighting effects. The sunsets look a lot nicer now. I wonder if they've added chlorine back onto Proteus, because I could not find any of that stuff. Right, let's set down here. What was that that just burst through the ground? I thought I heard a monster. Dunno. Didn't we fly over some kind of animal down there? Maybe it was just... I think it was just that tumbo. Right, let's go and have a look at the old hydrogen location on foot. Okay, well I'm still seeing plumes, which is a good sign, so there's obviously still hydrogen there.
Starvation warning.
For fuck's sake, really? Have they... I think they've accelerated the
Nutritional balance achieved.
the drain times on hydration and nutrition. I was complaining, I admit, that the food and water were not challenging enough. I think they may have gone slightly too far in the other direction. That definitely has been tweaked. That was not going down that fast before. It does look a bit different around here. That beacon hasn't been moved. I think it might just be that the terrain's been retextured a little bit, maybe? Oh no, that node's floating. So something's been tweaked around here. Yeah, they've probably had a little bit of a go at it, especially this one,
Their
Jesus.
dehydration
Yeah, I'm
detected.
dehydrated again. They've definitely done something to the drain times on that.
Hydration levels are now satisfied.
Maybe it's more temperature related now. Maybe I'm draining it too fast by running around so much. Well, the other hydrogen nodes are still over there. There are some sap trees around here somewhere, aren't there? Well, there were. I mean, who can be sure of anything now, but there used to be sap trees. Here they are. Okay. Just refilling my jars. Looks like we're going to need it. Okay, that's 4 full jars of sap. So it looks like the hydrogen area has been re-sculpted a little bit. It doesn't look that much different. I don't think the nodes have been moved around or anything. They've definitely filled with the hover boots. You have to be a lot more cautious about using those now. That being said, how the hell do I get down here without using my hover boots? Yeah, I definitely want to say this gravelly sort of texture has been added in this patch. I don't remember it at all. Could be wrong, but I don't remember that.
Starvation warning.
See, I'm starving again already, yeah. Now, starvation warning does only mean a third hunger. It's not like actual you're going to starve in 1 minute unless you eat something. The big boy's still in the chow crater. I can't see shit. I'm just going to try to land here. Right, got a couple of sceliopod meats so I can cook. Am I really? I've burnt through a whole battery for the torch. What just burst through the ground? Something just did. What the fuck is this? Oh, titanium. I guess I thought they added carbon to the map. Something made the noise like it was bursting through the rock, but the turret can't see anything and I can't see anything.
Nutritional balance achieved.
Alright, so on the flight back here from the hydrogen bay, we've managed to use up 1/4 of our hydration. That seems excessive to me. I don't know about you, but I think they've definitely over-tweaked it. Okay, we're going to have to hunt some more checks. We've got to keep some food flowing. Looks like we're well past the days when a couple of steaks would sustain us through an entire session.
Starting to get a bit hungry.
Yeah, I know you are. Where's the kitchen? Right, what can we do? Cooked egg. Oh, lovely.
Nutritional balance achieved.
Not wrong about that being a superfood. What can we do with the legs? Looks like there's no way to cook the all-checked legs. Well, it seems like food poisoning. Fucking hell, look at that battery going down as well. Well, everything's been accelerated. Everything's been kicked into high gear in terms of how much drain everything causes. Okay, well, I guess we can eat the legs raw and the only cost is 5 health. We don't seem to be getting any infections or anything from it. We've survived a day, we may not survive many more. Right, while we can, let's get back to the tour. So the hydrogen was okay. What about the entrance to mine 1B? That's the thing. Oh, it was a crab monster, it was after me. Well, we're not landing to take it on. That seems a lot happier to land at an angle now. See, the texture for this... this is really weird. It's like, it's okay in flight, and it's okay when you land it, until you go so far away that the texture... Whoa! Shit in hell. Okay, hello adult crab monster.
Vitals dropping.
I'm beginning to think someone doesn't like me.
Oh, come on.
Seek medical assistance immediately. Vital stabilized.
These are significantly harder to fight now that the... Oh shit. Fuck you. There's no way we're surviving this, are we?
Vitals dropping.
Well, there goes one of them. It does, yeah, the nerve to the hover boots makes these a lot harder to fight. Because we can only dodge so many
Medical
times.
assistance immediately.
Medical assistance would be
System
great.
restored. Vital stabilized. Vitals dropping.
I mean, the only tactic with these is to hover out of the way when they charge.
Seek medical assistance immediately.
If you can't do that, then you
Medical
really can't do much
assistance
at
would be
all.
Great.
Okay, there goes both his legs. At least that gives us a bunch of meat.
Vitals dropping. Vitals stabilized.
Feeling much better now.
Okay, so there's the entrance to mine 1B. I don't think this has been messed with that much. This looks more or less as it was. It's got the same sort of alien forest over there. Yeah, I don't think this has been changed that much. Where can we go next? Oh, check the rubber trees. Yes, we should do that, definitely. Where's the spaceship gone? Where has the spaceship gone? Oh shit, did those fucking crab monsters take out my spaceship? When you land it, until you go so far away that the texture... Whoa! Shit in hell. Okay, hello adult crab monster. Oh, that is bullshit. That spaceship was on full health. You've got to be bloody joking me. Okay, well, we were going to go back to Aziel this episode. That is not going to happen now, is it? I can probably figure out a way to cheat one back in, but I'm... Fucking hell. Are they really that powerful? That's not happened to me before. I'm going to have to watch that on video. I bet I could actually see it destroying the spaceship at some point. Oh well, I guess I'll have to build another one if I want to go back to Aziel. Right, anyway, what else do we want to look at? Oh, that's ridiculous. I'm going to go back to the colony and see if there's a cheap vehicle I can just throw together to get around on, because I want to tour the other sites and see what else has changed at the important locations. Ow, fucking hell.
Yeah, that's not good.
System restored.
Okay, that was just my stupidness. I just ran into an urchin shell. I think we've got to keep taking out ore checks as we see them. We need a lot of food in this new world. Sweet, an egg. So once again dehydrated. That's it's probably about 10 minutes now, give or take, for a full wheel of hydration, I would guess. Maybe like 15 minutes. It's fine. We can have a drink out of the thing in here. Don't need to waste any sap on it. What does that... And what? It's still telling me I'm dehydrated, even though I'm at...
Hydration levels are now satisfied.
Well, there we go.
Not dying of dehydration is nice.
It's just freaked out. It's flashing red, even though it's at 100%. I don't know. Okay. So we can grill the crab's legs. We can cook that egg. Oh, look. We got 3 eggs. Brilliant. That's a lot of food. I think they are definitely trying to take it in a more survival-oriented direction. They just have pushed it a little bit too far. Okay, what are we doing now? Let's go to the lab. At least it gives us a chance to look at some of the other vehicles. Because we did sort of jump into one of the Premier League ones. Whoa, I bet I didn't bring enough diamonds down with me to build a hover bike. Let's see what I've got. See, the trouble is, if I brought a load of diamonds down with me, they probably were in the spaceship, which has just gone kaboom. Oh no, loads of diamonds. Loads of diamonds, and no lithium. Well, a tiny amount of lithium. Oh, what am I talking about? It's right there. Okay, that's a relief. So we did stock up the base down here a little bit. So, oh no, lumps of lithium. I've got a few lumps of lithium. Need some raw plutonium, some steel, some wires. Raw lithium, raw plutonium, steel, and wires.
Can finally breathe easy.
Gonna need some iron, aren't we? What can we drop off? We're not gonna need gold. We've got some animal bits to go in meat and stuff. Is there any banana leaves in here?
Can finally breathe
Got to make
easy.
some more tape. Right, that's the steel we needed, so I just need a few wires. Wires, copper, gold and rubber. Need more precious metals. More precious metals. Yeah, just need a bit more copper and gold. Let's hoping they haven't moved some nodes around too much. They have got rid of a few of the base nodes, looks like, but we've got precious ones over here still. Yes! Okay, I was just using a brilliant little tip I was given there by one of my commenters. Let me just alt-tab out and check who it was. Stone Saw, of course it was. One thing I hadn't picked up on in hours and hours of playing this game is that if you're just wandering around like doing nothing, banging rocks with your gun out or whatever, and you get that little glitch on your hood, and it goes ksh, 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 like, and it fiddles a little bit. That's basically your early warning that something hostile is nearby. No, I hadn't even noticed that. That's a very good tip. Thanks for that. Which I just used to alert myself to the presence of that sceliopod. Now, I'm not sure I've got enough materials to make the rest of the wires I need, but let's go and have a look. Come on. Okay. No, I think we're going to come up short by 2 copper ingots. Yep, just need a couple more ingots. Let's see what we can drop off. Okay, I don't need that lead on me at the moment. Don't need any more iron. Gold ore, copper ore we do need. Circuit boards, probably. Don't need aluminium on me at the moment. Or magnesium, don't need that on me at the moment. Or any of this titanium? Question mark? I don't think so. I don't remember it. Right, so we just need, what is it, like 10 more copper? At most. There should be a cluster of precious nodes this way. Oh, 12, that'll do. Hello, is it party time again? Yep. Fuck off. Okay, we've really got to get some more masking tape. We can't be wandering around that without that stuff for too long. One more wire. Is that a hover bike? No, we need... Oh, the aluminium and the raw plutonium. And, well, some raw plutonium. I don't think we've got any, come to think of it. Oh, we have. There's a little bit. Okay, that should be a hover bike. Okay, where's that? There it is. And where were we going to take it? The rubber tree, wasn't it? Sweet. Okay, let's go, go, go. Does this have guns on it? No. It's fairly nippy though. I approve. Actually, this is pretty fun as well. This is not bad at all. I'm mostly interested, if I'm honest, with this rubber tree, to see if they've done anything to fix that stupid waterfall that was just floating in mid-air, not attached to anything. Fuck. Oh yeah, I haven't made any patch tape. Let's not get into a fight at night with no patch tape. Let's see if there's a way to go around. I'm quite sure this isn't right. There's a bit of work to be done there. It looks like they've scooped away a bit of land there and not moved those nodes down either. I couldn't find a way around the back without having to try and jump gaps that I didn't think I could jump and climb walls I didn't think I could climb. Looks like we can get around here though. Where's that waterfall supposed to be? I'm not sure they have fixed it. Oh, they have. Yeah, okay, so they've fixed the waterfall. They've actually put a lake in up here at the top of the rubber tree cliff. I should be alright to leave that there. So you remember our first time we came here, this was just floating in mid-air and there was nothing attached to it. It's now an actual, like, proper looking waterfall. Yeah, so full marks for that at least. Alright, well, one more thing we could go and check is the entrance to Mine 1A, which is the other, like, important site that we know of here on Proteus. So let's go and see if they've done anything with that. I'm actually slightly curious whether they've done anything with these satellite arrays yet. No. Still not marked as resources or anything. They still don't do anything and you still can't hit them. Fucking batteries run out again. Oh, what the fuck is we got? What do we have here? Oh, just general precious metals and some copper. Damn it, I keep seeing things in the darkness and thinking they're like carbon or something really useful. Ooh, Colossus. That's something we haven't seen before. I don't think we want to tangle with them. They sound nasty. That's at about... There's a little valley about 3-3 something if you want to go and tangle with some Colossi. They've done something to the land here as well. What are these little nodes here? Aluminium. Has this been redone? I think that has been slightly retouched. It's less obvious now that those pipes don't actually connect to the ground. It's not perfect, but they have done a bit of a change there. And there's the entrance to Mine 1A, more or less unchanged. I would hazard a guess that these crates are still empty. Can I even get in here? Yes. Yeah, empty crates. Okay, so that's patch day then in Osiris. To summarise, it seems like they've done a bit of retexturing. It feels like they've done a bit of optimization. They've like re-sculpted the land a little bit in some places. Some parts of the land have been raised and lowered, and because of, I assume, the way the Osiris save files work, anything you've built won't have been raised and lowered with the ground. So you may find that you've lost a few things here and there, or like things are floating. As we've seen, some of the ore nodes and the geyser outlets haven't been redone exactly right. And we saw one of my own beacons was floating. So I guess that just about does it for this episode. We managed to have a look at a new vehicle. It's a bloody shame we lost that spaceship. I honestly don't... I'm going to have to review the video and see if that was like genuinely it got destroyed by the crab or if it just glitched out somehow. I've got a feeling it's just too coincidental that it disappeared during a crab attack, so that must be what happened. But, alright, well, we're going to have to rebuild that if we want to go back to Aziel. Which we do want to go back. We do want to go back to Aziel. We want to check out if there's been any changes there. And we also want to get on with our biodome up there. So, if you've got any patch day horror stories or nice surprises, let me know in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Osiris New Dawn. Like and subscribe for more gameplay of this game, and I will see you next time.